Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III in our roleplay series as the Dokeianos dynasty. So obviously this video here is a day late, and that is because if you saw my community post, because of the incident that happened on Wednesday in DC, just needed a couple days kind of process it. I was not in a very good mood, honestly, just didn't feel like recording, and really all I wanted to do was kind of talk about the situation. And really these videos aren't the place to do it, in my opinion. So I put that post out there that if you wanted to talk about it, wanted to have a discussion about it and hear my opinion, then to head over to our Discord, where we have a politics section, which is pretty active. It's one of the more active parts of our Discord. And just told everybody, head on over there if you wanted to discuss it. Unfortunately, not everybody read that or agreed with doing that, because there's still a lot of political discussion on the channel. I know that politics are like a big thing right now. Obviously, America's got some issues right now. But if you're on the channel, obviously you're free to do whatever you want, free to post whatever you want, wherever you want. But if you do want to talk about politics, I'd prefer you do it over there on the Discord rather than here, guys. I just feel like this is not the place to talk about it here. It's a gaming channel. So I feel like we should discuss those things somewhere else. We have a pretty good community on that Discord. But as I said on that community post, if you're a person who does not like to have somebody disagree with you, you can't handle that, then it's probably not the place to go, because we have people from a variety of ideologies there. I myself am a centrist, and I agree on some issues with both sides. I disagree on issues with both sides. So I am consistently disagreeing with people both on the left and the right. So if you're that person who can't handle that, then you probably shouldn't head there. It's probably not the place for you. But just to show you how bad the politics are and why I don't want to talk about it here, on my community post, all I said was, that it happened and I wasn't recording because of it, because I was kind of in a bad mood, didn't feel like recording because of what had happened on Wednesday. And that if you wanted to discuss it, go to the politics section of our Discord, but don't do it. If you're a person who doesn't, don't head over there. If you're a person who doesn't want to talk to people who might disagree with you, and that's all I said, is that I'm a person who often disagrees with both sides, and it had nothing to do with the incident in DC. This was just about the Discord. Don't go over there. And yet people still had a problem with that. People still got political and started saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be subscribed anymore," because just the very idea that somebody whose videos they watch might disagree with them, which there was no political statements made there. I didn't say what I agree with or what I don't. Just the very idea that I might disagree with them on something because I disagree with both sides is too much for them. They can't handle it. That just shows you how polarized we are and how pathetic some people are, that they can't handle that. It's pretty ridiculous, honestly. But yeah, that's why I say we don't talk about it here, guys. People go crazy. So again, if you could please keep it on the Discord or somewhere else, I'd appreciate it. Just because it's so many people posting stuff, just a lot of people arguing across videos, and even in that community section, there's arguments. It's just, again, I'd prefer to keep it off the channel if we can. So that's the reason why we didn't have a video on Friday, and why we're going to have it today instead. And then, of course, you may have noticed on Wednesday that the video came out later. This one might be out later, too, in the afternoon, rather than when I typically put it out. And it's because I'm changing all my schedule up right now, guys. I'm changing my whole schedule up. I made some big changes in my life this month here. And so I'm changing up my schedule, moving a little bit off the night shift a bit, not going to bed as late, going to bed about 3 hours earlier. So it's a little bit harder to get all the videos edited and put out. So these videos might come out in the afternoon instead. I don't know. I haven't exactly decided. I'm kind of just experimenting on how the best way to do it. But again, I am changing all my schedule out right now, so sometimes these videos might, release at different times as I figure out the best time to do it. So yeah, let's go and get started, guys. In today's episode, obviously we left off here in the conflict, and I think what we need to do is disband some troops. So let's go and do that. Let's go and disband these guys. This is unnecessary. It'll take a month for them to get home. We don't need all these troops here. These guys are probably going to come over to the capital next. I'm going to disband these guys as well. So we're going to go ahead and split off a small force so that we can, fit in the supply here. So I think it's about like 700, 800 something men here. Let's just go separate those guys, disband them. That'd be 2 months. Okay. So we'll move over here. I don't know what those guys are going to do. It does look like they are attempting to move here. They will be attacking us there as well. That's really foolish. I don't know what they're doing. 2,400 men recently disembarked. I guess because they can arrive first? But yeah, incredibly foolish. I don't even know they did arrive first. It doesn't seem like it. Nope, we arrived first. So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking here. That was really foolish. But that'll be the end of the war now. I thought we were going to have to wait a little bit. That should be a win. Yes, sir. All right, so we have won. Let's go ahead and finish this conflict. But we do want to take a look at this battle here. I'm just kind of curious to see how everybody did on the kills. We want to see the events as well. Killed that guy. And we did capture the Duke as well. Okay, nice. So with the stats here, see exactly how all of our guys did. Pretty well. Okay, let's go and dismiss that and end this conflict. Force our demands. And victory is ours. All right, so we will have to give that county out. I don't see us keeping it. Yeah, I don't see any reason to keep it. It is good development and all, and they do have some stuff built here. It's just a pain in the butt to defend because it's the islands here, so and there's no quick way, easy way over here. So yeah, let's just grant this to somebody. Could grant it to a knight that may have serviced well. That's an option. Let's just see how we might want to do this. I mean, I guess we can look at. I mean, we have a lot of nephews and dynasty members we could give titles out to. That'd always be an option. Let me just take a look and see. Obviously, we have our son here, and he has sons as well, which we could grant titles to. He has 3 sons. Wow. All right, so we'll have that'll be interesting. What I should have did. He's currently doing the stewardship focus. Who is his guardian? Is this somebody good? Oh, the Holy Roman Emperor is his guardian. Well, that's interesting. He has a bully too. He's got some bully events going. He's currently diligent, just, and he's got the bossy here. And again, he's going down the stewardship route. How about his brothers here? We got pensive. He's doing the stewardship education as well. I'm guessing he already has a guardian. His father is his guardian. And that's not who I want to look at. I wanted to look at his other son. And then he has his other son here, which does have the quick trait. Okay. One other thing I wanted to look at here is there was a succession that just recently happened, and one of our dynasty members has inherited quite a bit of territory here. Yeah, that's a good little chunk of territory, guys. So yeah, he inherited all this land here, and as far as yeah, he just has his daughter right now, so he would have to have a son here to inherit that and keep this in our dynasty. Yeah, I thought this was interesting. And the other thing that we need to do is mess with this. But yeah, I did think that this was interesting that he got all this land here, but I don't think he's set to inherit much more. He's got a county here, that's it. Remember, this was all from the Crimea situation, I think. But yeah, this is all he got, and I don't think he's set to inherit any more of this, guys. He might be getting a county here, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he's not in the succession here, so there's really not much to be done there. I don't think there's anything we can do here in Crimea, because remember, they're not of our dynasty, because this marriage was, just a regular marriage. So despite the fact that her dynasty is currently on the throne, we will not be keeping it, and she's had far too many kids now for really anything to happen here, guys. So, like assassinating and stuff. So yeah, we just won't be able to keep that. I thought that maybe, here in the line of succession, that our nephew here would be in there, but he's not. So we can't assassinate him in there, unfortunately. This situation here, guys, we're gonna have to cancel this. The reason why I didn't cancel it and why I kept investing into it is because I really thought it was gonna update when I left the game and came back in. I thought it would update here to register the fact that we are his guardian, which we should be getting a big bump being his guardian, and it should make it more likely to be succeeding, which we're not getting. So yeah, we're just gonna go and abandon it. The thing is he's pretty young. He's only 3, so we could abandon it and then redo it before he's of age, so he'd still be in our in our court. So if we were to just look at when we could do this, 1195, so it's 10 years from now, so he'll be 13. He'll still be in our court. I guess that's if we're still alive. Obviously we're 63, so we probably won't be alive at that point. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what would end up happening there in that case. I don't know if he'll move back. He might move back to the court. He might stay here. I'm not entirely sure. We did get a new level of fame. So we're now exalted among men. It gave us more knights, and Living Legend would be the next one. We never did disband our army here. We should do that. So disband these guys. So the next conflict, obviously we we're waiting to be able to declare war on the Empress here, or able to join the faction, I should say. We had to wait 5 years to be able to do it. I don't know if it's been enough time. Let's just take a look. 1189. So it definitely has not been enough time yet, guys. So we're going to have to wait. And thus, I guess we'll go ahead and do this conflict here. We can look and see if there's any other conflicts that we could do. So we can't declare war on that guy for what? Just to seize. Oh, because we have the duchy here. Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot that when we declared war for these islands, it was over the duchy title. And that's important for a couple reasons. First of all, obviously this character here would rightfully be, should rightfully be under us. Now, I don't think we're going to declare war for that, though. It's not that important, honestly. And that's a member of our dynasty, so I don't see any reason to go to war for that. But the important aspect here is that we now have a second duchy. And thus that second duchy would then go to our other son. And so that's important because I want to give this our other son, Prince Michael, a duchy. So I want to give him this one. I wanted to create it. And so I was worried about not being able to do so without it going to our second son. So we should be able to do that now. We will need the money, of course. We do have people to be ransomed, though. So that might be one way to do that. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that here in a minute, as soon as we get the money, obviously. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else we need to be aware of here. Just a powerful vassal. Yeah, nothing else here, guys. We can look to see if that vassal's any good. I don't know who it is that wants an appointment. But we do have... Oh, actually, you know what? We don't have any open spots. That is our second son here, who isn't really great at anything. He's just kind of average at most things. So yeah, that's the reason why we didn't appoint him, and he likes us so much. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how much this is going to cost to usurp this title, or to create it, excuse me. We don't even have to usurp it. It's going to be 200 gold, guys. All right, so we're going to want to save up our gold for that, not spend any more of it. The question is, do we want to declare war here? Yeah, do we want to declare war here? What about this one? We could also usurp this one, too. And then we could just take the title that way by usurping it. But I think we might already have a claim. No, he has a claim. We do not. All right, so we could declare war there for our son's claim if we wanted to. So let's go back to looking at these wars now. We have the Duke here. That's that holy war up there in the north. You know about that. Princess Martha, who is a member... Okay, so yeah, she's a member of that other house there. No, she's a... Yeah, she's another member of that house there. She's pregnant here. What is the conflict over? What would we get? Oh, we'd get Duchess Maria's claim here. All right, so yeah, you could do it over her claim for that county. Probably not what we're going to do, though. Let's see what other options there are. There's the Duchess here for that claim. We've already seen that one. And we've seen that one as well. We have a war we can do here. Okay, and that's for that county. Is rightfully there, rightfully ours. Okay, so yeah, that's the reason why we had that opened up. And then we have the Bulgarian conflict, which is all for other people's claims here. Okay, so I feel like we should do a war here, but I want to get the title situation dealt with, so let's get the gold that we need. I think we're just going to stay out of war. War costs money. Sometimes you can make money from conflicts. Just kind of depends on, how successful you are at taking territories. And you know what? I never did ransom these characters. This is one way to make money. We actually have a Duke here. So I think, though, we're not going to ransom him for money. We did sway the Heartbreaker guy. I'm not entirely sure what I was doing there exactly. I'm sure that I had something in mind, but I'm not sure what I was doing. Was I trying to get a marriage or something? I think we were trying to arrange... Oh, and then we decided to just kill this character. That's right. So we don't really need to sway him anymore. Let's go ahead and stop swaying. Instead, let's do our new patriarch, who doesn't really like us that much. So let's go and sway him instead. It's 86% chance of success there. So let's go back to the prisoners. So with this guy here, we could do it for 100 gold, but I prefer to do it for a favor, guys. Yeah, I think having a favor on the Duke of Bulgaria would be useful. He's 41, so he's not going to die on us anytime soon. So let's go do that. We get 30 gold here for this character. This is the mayor. Let's go and do that. And see who else we can ransom. 25 gold here. Who is this character? Let's just take a look. Okay, so he's a duke there, but he's not very powerful. Yeah, he's not extremely powerful. He's got 1,100 troops. But you know what? I feel like, you know, with us joining factions, getting... Let me see here. Getting some favors would be useful on some of these characters here. Yeah, I think we're going to get a favor instead of 25 gold here, guys. I think that'd be useful. All right, so with this character here, this would be 100 gold. Who is this character? And he's not set to inherit anything. He doesn't have any titles. Yeah, you can ransom him for 100 gold. I'm not entirely sure why he's worth so damn much money. Why is he worth so much? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll take the 100 gold. And... okay, so we did have somebody else we could ransom for that duke, so we can still get some money from him. So we have got the hook there, and we got another faction created over here. All right, so we got the ransom accepted there, so we're getting ourselves some hooks on some people. All right, so we're still waiting on some of these, so we're gonna have to wait until they accept them. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so he's still considering the proposal. I'm not sure what's going on with this character here, but yeah, there's nobody else to deal with, so we'll just go ahead and... yeah, the Duke would not be willing to accept on these ones for whatever reason. It's just not important to him. So we're going to gain a weak hook here, and gain a weak hook here, and demand the conversion. Alright, lots of actions being created here. So that got us to the 200 gold we needed. And so that'll now allow us to create this here title. So let's go ahead and do that. I want that one to go to our son. And he is set to already inherit it, but we're going to go ahead and... I think we might just go ahead and hand it to him. Although that would give us... we would have to give up these two titles, wouldn't we? And we wouldn't necessarily have to. But yeah, we do have over the limit here. Maybe we'll wait to give it to him. But I do want him to inherit. That's the key, is that he inherits that title. So let's go ahead and give up this county here since we're over that limit. Wasn't hurting us being over it or anything like that. I want to reward a knight, maybe. I think that would be a good way to do this, is to reward one of our knights. So let's just go and take a look at our current knights and see who would be a good choice. So this is a duke right here. Oh yes, that's right. I remember giving him this title. Okay, so this is one of our best knights. We already rewarded him, of course, with those titles. I think Maximos needs a title. He served as well for a while now. So let's go ahead and give him a title. So he will be the Count of the Isles here. Though, one issue is that the duchy... I don't think this would cause any... you know what? I'm not entirely sure if this would cause any issues, guys. Because he's set to get the county... I don't think this is going to cause a problem. But I could be wrong. But let's go ahead and grant it to him. And I guess we'll see if this causes any issues with the titles. Hopefully not. So let's go ahead and take a look at this title. Is going to our second son. And let's take a look at the other duchy title, which is going to our primary heir. All right, excellent. Just want to make sure that we didn't have any issues there. So we got rid of that there. And we now can go ahead and save up for the next conflict, which will not be the faction conflict since 1189 is quite a ways away. I guess the next thing we could do is go ahead and create a duchy title here. And then I can grant this to my son so that he's a duke. And then take that, this title here as well. Take that for him. And then we'd grant him, I guess we'd grant him that one there. Faction was created against us. What? So Maximos, he is mad, upset, because he doesn't have the duchy title. And so he went and created a faction against us after I literally just rewarded him. Wow. Ungrateful, guys. Ungrateful. Is there anybody we can assassinate? Trying to kind of move things along in a way we like. Let's go and take a look. Let's go and look at all the different inheritances and stuff. Just kind of dip around. Obviously, Bulgaria here. That is set to go to who we want it to, which is our grandson here. So don't really need to do anything here unless we want to hurry it along, just in case he has a son. But it's not going to happen. So they're both pretty old, so we don't have to worry about that. Obviously, Crimea, we already talked about this situation here. There's really just nothing to be done here. that would improve the situation any, unfortunately. So you can't do anything there. Of course, we have the Heartbreaker here. And yes, that's his son. The other option would be to, with his son, you know, that we already have, would be to imprison him. But the reason why I didn't want to do that is because it's 66% chance of success. That's not great. It's a 2/3 chance that we succeed. And if we fail, then he goes back. And then we lose the ability to do anything here. So yeah, I really don't like that. The assassination is just not, I don't think it's good odds there. I don't think it's worth it. We could look at, who are we trying to get to inherit this? It's been a while since I played, so I gotta see what exactly is going on here. So obviously we have him set to inherit, and then it would go to her. Were we trying to set this up so that we could arrange a marriage? Oh, okay. I see what happened here. We wanted it to go to him, but he had another daughter. I see. Now, do we have anybody? I mean, if we're just trying to get this into our dynasty, because that's what we're attempting to do. This guy is of our dynasty. Is he set to inherit anything? He's set to inherit a county. He is not of our dynasty, but his children are of our dynasty. So that's what we were attempting to do. So I don't really know that it's worth trying to do another marriage here, guys, when we already have somebody who can inherit it. Instead, it would just be better to probably remove her, guys. So let's attempt this, guys. I don't know how successful this is going to be. So far, we have not had a lot of success with these murder schemes. We've had, you know, some be successful, but we've also had some difficulty with them. I think we already have our Spy Master set to support schemes, so that is the percentage we have with that. As far as inviting people in, you know, we don't have any money, so there's not really a lot of choices here. Let me see if we have any. It doesn't look like it. I was gonna say if we have any secrets over here. We do not. All right, well, it's gonna be 8 years, so it's a lot of time. So we have plenty of time to get some money to be able to try and see if we can't get anybody to be bribed. The other thing we need to do is figure out where she's at over here. So she's right here. So we need to go ahead and move our Spy Master over here then in that case, since we have no chance of being successful here, guys. So I was going to move the Spy Master over here, see if we can't find some secrets, see if we can't get some people to join this scheme, guys. Because, yeah, it looks like nobody's even willing to accept a ransom. That's surprising. Or I said a ransom. I meant a bribe. Yeah, nobody's willing to accept the bribe. That's interesting. Nobody wants to assassinate her. So we'll have to try and do it that way with the secrets and the hooks instead. There's really no other options there. Trying to fabricate a claim there. This will not get us, again, this does not give us like the imperial title or anything like that. We were just doing it because I didn't have anywhere else to send him, I think. I'm not entirely sure why I decided to go there. But yeah, we could always get it for the duchy title here. Maybe that's what I was going for. I'm not entirely sure what I was going for there. We do have 234 gold here, and we still don't have anybody willing to accept her. Oh, let me take that back. There are a few here. All right, well, let's go ahead and bribe them then. It's because they're so expensive. That's why. So 137 gold. All right, well, whatever. How much does this guy want? He's probably going to want more than we have now. Yep, that's the reason why they're all wanting 137 gold from us. All right, so that'll increase the odds a little bit. We need to get somebody else in. So this is another 137, I think. It's 112 this time. All right, we'll go and send it off to him. And that'll get us up to 56 and 71%. Remember, we no longer have our Spy Master over here doing this. There's a lot of people to get secrets on. So we'll keep it going. So yeah, we will get the Empress claim here on that county. We'll do it, even though we're kind of broke. Keep on swaying him as well. And you know what, guys? Let's go ahead and have... let me just see how we are on the numbers. I guess we could go and continue getting the levies built up quicker and continue and having him organize the levies because he does it a lot faster. So we're going to keep him doing that until we get that number a little bit higher. We can usurp this duchy title here once we have the money. So we should probably do that next with our next little batch of money as soon as we're done, you know, with whatever we're doing here. I don't know if we'll get any secrets, but that'd be the preferred way to do this. And god damn it, this never lasts very long, man. The secrecy was not bad. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't think we'll get enough people involved, guys, to be able to do this now. Yeah, I don't expect so. Yeah, that's a bummer. Because, yeah, now, even if we remove the son, then the daughter just gets the title. I mean, she's really young, so we can always remove her later. But yeah, this obviously not the way we wanted that to go. The Heartbreaker guy died. Oh, so his son's already taken it. So he's our ward still. Yeah. So can't murder him, but he's in our court, so there's that. But I think he'll leave the moment our character dies, so we do not have a lot of time, guys. And then, of course, she's set to inherit all that. But I think the best option is just to remove her, but we'd have to wait again another 10 years before we would be able to do it. She's still pretty young, and we spent all this money, but yeah, there's no chance we're going to get it done, guys. Even if I was to switch him over. How far... He's on disrupt schemes now. Alright, maybe we had that event pop up and I accidentally clicked through it. Yeah, there's no chance of getting this done, guys. So let's just go ahead and cancel it. It's a bummer we spent all that money. It didn't work. That's a real shame. Alright, well, we'll go and dip around here and see what else is going on. There's a situation here, of course, is controlled. We'll take a look. Okay, yeah, that's this guy. Of course, this boy that's our ward here. Let's go and take a look and see if there's any. We already got that all taken care of. I'm trying to look at the Emperor. I'm trying to look at the damn. Oh, that's the Emperor's titles. That's why. So we got her here. She's really old, but she's going to live a while because of going down that one branch, that one pear tree. So this is going to go to, I'm guessing, her grandson. Yeah, maybe. No, it doesn't look like it is grandson. I don't know who this character is, frankly. But yeah, this is going to go to him. I'm kind of looking for opportunities again that we can take advantage of. Different things we could do here. Who's set to inherit after him? And these are all our family members, of course, but they are not our dynasty, unfortunately. All right, really no opportunities there. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything we could do to assassinate, unless something here with the Hungarians would be helpful. Let me just see what if this goes to anybody. Yeah, nobody, unfortunately, because we did have our family get into there as well. And our culture has discovered a new innovation. I'm not seeing it in here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so that unlocks that feudal contract, and we'll get more money from the cities. All right, so we're getting 31.5. Very nice. Yeah, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, we got to spend the money here to get this title usurped. Romance, a declaration of love. As I push aside the sheets to lay down, I find a little scroll resting on my bolster. Someone has entered my chambers unnoticed. A chill runs down my spine as I carefully unroll the thick parchment. My festive treasure, lord of my heart, I can keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I will do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. We will see each other soon. Until then, dream of me, my love. Eternally yours, the Countess Zenobia. All right. Interesting. So she has a county in the Bulgarian territory here. She's 55 years old, so a little bit younger than us. We're like in our 60s. So she's about, well, I don't think she's quite 10 years younger than us. I'm not entirely sure of her age, but 65. She is exactly a decade younger than us. And her husband was gout-ridden, has died. She has a lot of children over here as well. And is she set to inherit anything? She's not. I'm just curious, all her little stats here. She's just, fickle, and humble. We don't exactly love our wife. You know, we've had a good relationship, I suppose. But, you know, we never romanced her or anything like that. I know several people have found it very unfortunate on the lack of seduction in this campaign. Now, obviously, we're not seducing here, but somebody's seducing us. So we'll say, you flatter me, my lady. Yeah, we'll do that. So she'll try and seduce us. We'll see if she's successful or not. We're going to play hard to get, guys. So, almost have enough money to usurp this title here. And it looks like there was a war declared. What is it about, I wonder? It's a claim. It's not her claim, though. Whose claim is this for? Alright, so she's attacking here. I don't know if she's involved with it. We'll take a look. She is not involved with it. Is it her, or the one we want to get the title? I don't know her name. Is that who's it for? No, it's not. All right, so let's just find out exactly who's this for. Okay, so it's for her. You know, she's the daughter of the previous emperor. I'm not entirely sure how she's related to the current empress. I'm not seeing her on here anywhere. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how she's related here. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, they're trying to make her, put her on the throne, which is fine because, I mean, she is a member of our dynasty. But, you know, so we would get the renown, and that's great. But it's not who we want to have it, so we'd still have to do a rebellion against her, which would be unfortunate. So I guess I'd prefer that they fail this. And it looks like they will probably succeed. Yeah, that's the way it seems. There's a lot of key people in here, including several from our dynasty. Alright, well, yeah, I hope they fell, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but we'll start at least getting the renown. Speaking of renown, we're playing as another character, and I don't know that we necessarily need to go to the 2000 there for our dynasty, guys. So let's go ahead and get the legacies opened up and see if we want to wait. I feel like our current character is focused most on warfare, so we probably have to wait for the 2000 to go for that. I was just seeing if there's any of these that seem to be fitting for our current character, but yeah, I really don't think so. Law, guile, yeah, maybe glory, but yeah, you don't really need to be going for all the 1000 ones. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me just take a look at them real quick. See if any of these are fitting. Yeah, obviously not guile. He is gregarious, so I suppose you could make an argument for, like, well, I guess they don't really have a diplomacy one, do they? Maybe this one. I guess that's kind of the closest to diplomacy. Yeah, I kind of feel like warfare is what he would go for, so we'd probably need to wait for the 2000 to get the next one, guys. Yeah, so we're gonna wait. I don't think we'll get it in our lifetime. Yeah, probably not. I guess it really just depends on how long our character lives, because he could live a very, very long time. So we now get a choice here. So we go with the Parthian tactics. That would increase, we don't have skirmishers or heavy cavalry, so it would just be the light cav. Yeah, light cav to get the bonus there. Organized march would increase our movement speed, super helpful, and makes it so that your infantry and stuff are better at screening your troops when they retreat. And then you have the engineered for destruction, and I really like that siege weapon effectiveness, so I think that's the one we're going to go for, guys. Yeah, I think that's probably the best one to get here. So let's go and grab that one. A shady discussion. As far as which one our character would go for, I feel like he would go for any of those. I wouldn't say that any of them are necessarily like he's more likely to go for. I guess if you were to use like a commander trait, that we don't typically use commander traits when we're picking perks and stuff. But if you were to make that argument, then I suppose you could say that maybe he'd go for Parthian tactics or organized march instead of engineer for destruction. But yeah, we don't typically use that. A shady discussion. I'm walking through the castle garden for a morning walk when a soft breeze carries the voices of these two characters here to my ear. The two courtiers are talking to each other in a secluded spot nearby, frequently glancing around to make sure nobody's listening. While it is hard for me to make out most of the words from a distance, it is clear that their discussion relates to Duke Tiberios. Alright, that's our spy master. He's also one of our knights. I think he's our best knight. So I can say I must warn Tiberios, and then we'll get increased opinion with him. These guys won't like us anymore. We can say, if I can only get a bit closer, intrigue challenge. We probably wouldn't do that because we're trusting, so can't do that one. We say, I must know what they're hiding, whatever the cost, and we'll gain some dread, and then we're going to torture them. I know you don't get any stress here for being trusting, but it seems like something you wouldn't do as a trusting character, so we're just going to warn them. Let them know. Some people are plotting against them. Maybe, possibly. Just let them know what we saw, I guess. We do have the money now to usurp this title. Well, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go usurp that. I assume this would go... No, I'm not entirely sure who's going to end up getting this title, honestly. I'm not sure who's going to end up getting this. It looks like he's set to get it, which means he's probably set to inherit 2 duchies now. Yeah. So he'd be set to inherit this one here. And you know what? I'm absolutely fine with him getting this duchy title. I'm okay with that, guys. So now we're going to want to go ahead and attack here. We also have a lot of duchy titles as well, so we're going to get hit with that penalty somewhere here. Too many duchies, -30 there. So we are getting hit with that, so we might want to give out that duchy title, or give out one of the duchy titles. But for right now, let's just go ahead and get this war declared. Go and get some conflict here in this episode. And we're going to want to do it for whichever one of these is the cheaper one, prestige-wise. This one is. So yeah, we're going to go for this one here. Let's go ahead and declare war. ones. Let's get our armies raised up. I'm not entirely sure. Here it is, where our rally point was. Let's go and get these guys raised up and attacking. So I think that's all she has, and she doesn't have any allies, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, she does have an ally. She has one ally. He has got 1,500 men. He's way over here. So it's going to take some time to get over here. I don't think we'll need to bring any of our allies in, though, and spend our prestige. I don't think it's necessary, guys. I think we should be able to do this on our own. They don't really have a lot of troops. So they do have those 1,000 that we're going to want to engage. Let's go ahead and split up these troops here and just do this siege. There's only one siege, and then we should be able to win. So let's just go ahead and take enough men to stop anybody from being able to attack us and win. That's the idea here. I'm going to get rid of these ones as well. Just get the numbers down. That we don't need this many here. I don't know how many we need here. Oh, damn it. I didn't think that was going to cancel that. Alright, well, that's fine. We can always reorganize it if we want to, but I think this is probably enough. 3,000 men here. It's probably good enough. So let's go ahead and give them a commander, and we do have to change the commander again. They always make him our commander. And he can command this one. So we're going to bring him over there, and then these guys here are going to come over here and see if we can't get them engaged. We'll see if we can't catch them. Might be kind of difficult. Apparently not. Okay, excellent. And since they're sieging our location, we will not get the penalty for crossing the river there. This siege here is going to take 3 months, and with that, it should be the end of the war. And we've already won it because we captured a valuable hostage. All right, excellent. So that was nice and quick. And I don't think we're going to wait either. I don't see any reason to wait, guys. Let's just finish this now. We're able to sway him again. What's the chance that we succeed this time? 68%. Let's keep it up and just go all the way to 100%, guys. All right, so with that, we have won the conflict. Let's go into force our demands. A very, very quick war, even quicker than I expected. Let's go into expand our army now. All right, awesome. So we have taken all this territory here. It's looking very, very nice, our realm here. Okay, so we now have control of her. She does hate us, of course. And, you know, I really don't see any point on even trying to improve relations with her because she's always going to hate us. So that's not going to change. Let's go ahead and, well, you know what? I do want to see how our knights did, so we'll go and peek at that real quick. All right, so that's, nobody really got a ton of kills. It was a very small battle. All right, so I guess we're just going to let this play, and I think we're just going to wait until we can join a faction again, guys. So we have the Great Duelist. My vassal, Count Maximus, has arrived at court with a bandaged arm and a hunger for vengeance. He tells me that my son and heir, Prince Michael, has been running rampage all over Naxos. Your boy fancies himself a duelist. He turned up at my doorstep and challenged me in front of everyone. I had no choice but to accept. This is not the first time either. I am but the last in a long line of victims. Oh, okay. That's interesting. He's a strategist here. But yeah, he's apparently he's been dueling. So we can say these duels will cease at once, and he will be happy with us. Remember, he's the count that we just gave. He's a knight, and we just gave him a title. And he's already created a faction, so he got himself married as well. Yeah, he already created a faction, and I don't know. I really got nothing for him, man. That's the first thing you do is a thank you. We can say a dangerous pastime. You need an instructor, and then we'll lose money. Okay, so with this one, Prince Michael will not duel anymore, and he'll lose prestige and he'll be angry at us. But yeah, this one here, we would be giving gold to help our son become an aspiring blade master. So he'd get that trait, and that'd be really helpful for him, increase his opinion, and he'll keep challenging people to duels, which might result in his death. Is definitely a possibility. Or you say, your father will show you how it's done, and we'll have a prowess challenge against Prince Michael, and we'll battle him. And if we win, then he will not duel anymore. Do we have a problem with our son dueling? I don't think we'd have a problem with our son dueling. Why would we? We're not really a duelist, but I don't see us attacking her. We're not really the type to attack our son either. And I don't see us having a problem with it. So yeah, I feel like we just go for this one. This is the best option too, so yeah, we'll go for that. And that'll give him a nice trait there. Get him improved on the prowess. And he is one of our knights, I think, too. So he could die. That's always a risk that he could die. We're going to keep him as a knight. I feel like, you know, he's the son of the king. He's the prince. He would be out there fighting in battles and stuff. And because we're in debt, we just got a penalty because we just paid all that money for that we didn't have. We didn't have that money. I think we have some prisoners, don't we? We have one prisoner, but we can't get any money here. All right, we'll just have to get a weak hook then. Never know when that will be useful. We're not attempting to assassinate anybody. Again, I don't know. I looked all around here earlier in the video and I can't really think of anywhere where we need to do that. I mean, look at what's going on here in Crete. I mean, we could always try and remove people who, and you know, try and do a marriage, you know, matrilineal marriage. I don't think that would work here unless they have, oh yeah, they just have daughters. So you could try and remove this guy here. He's a dummy. Oh, he's frail. Might be easier to kill. Yeah, we could try and kill him. Just try and keep this in our dynasty's hands, I suppose. Just give our, you know, something going on down here. So we had 2 events happen here. Okay. So we're going to take a look at those, and then we'll look at that murder scheme we just set up. So let's look at this one first. Undisciplined recruits. Today I'm observing the Duke Tiberios as he trains some of his new levies. I think we've already read this one. Yeah, we've already read this one. So we can teach them what we know about command. Typically they never listen, but I think that's exactly what our character would do. We would be chastising him. So yeah, let's go ahead and teach him what we know. We'll see if he listens. They never do. Tourney troubles. Is this one we've read? I don't think so. As king, I have been obliged to attend a local sparring tournament, but the contestants have been delayed. The tourney won't start for at least another hour. Looking around, I noticed my sister and friend, Antha, I'm not sure how that E is pronounced there, sitting under a nearby pavilion, clearly bored halfway to death. On the other hand, I just noticed a merchant dropping off a cart of foreign liquors. Alright, so I say spend some time with her under the pavilion. We're gregarious, seems like something we would do. I say a good drink always improves my mood, and we'll actually lose a lot more stress if we did that. We're pretty stressed out. Or we say I've had enough. You know, I think we're going to spend some time with her. As a gregarious character, it feels like what we'd do. An agent already joined that scheme, so we might have a good chance of success here. Let's just take a look. Our granddaughter, the Countess, would be willing to join if we used a hook on her. And who is she exactly? Yeah, she has that title there. I don't know why we wouldn't use the hook here. It seems like a good use of a hook. So let's go and do that. So we'll invite her off to the scheme, and that should result in it a very big boost here because she's the spy master. So we probably won't need anybody else in here at all, guys. I want to say we already have our spy master doing the support schemes. Yeah, so that's with that. Good thing that we didn't need to pay any money because we don't have any money. We are broke. And of course, he rejected the device. Not surprising. They seem to always do that. So she did join the scheme. 11 months before we get it done, 95% chance of success, and secrecy, so very, very good. Okay, hooks are expiring. Probably got these all on wars or whatever. An alliance has been formed here. Just take a look at this character, see who exactly he is. He's got a bunch of titles. Okay, I'm not sure. He's married to our granddaughter. Is it a matrilineal marriage? It is. All right, so their children would be of our dynasty. Excellent. All right, so this is something we set up a long time ago, and it has bared fruit. And he did inherit all these titles here, so it did work out for us. That's strange, because I thought we'd looked at all this. It's not the character we wanted to have inherit here, because the character we wanted to have inherit here was of our dynasty. You know, I'm not entirely sure who the hell this guy is, actually. Yeah, I don't know who he is. But whatever, he's married to our dynasty matrilineally, so that works out for us. Yeah, not entirely sure what happened there. Someone else. Oh, our wife is once again absent from our chambers as night falls. She has been distant lately, lost in thought, and rarely seen at court. Huh. Oh, that's our rival there. That Hungarian ally that we have there, who's married to our son, so it's our daughter-in-law. Huh, interesting. They're rivals. So, yeah, so our wife is rivals with our daughter-in-law. That's very fitting, right? Don't how many times do mothers hate the wives of their sons? Just not good enough, right? But anyways, this has nothing to do with this event here, of course. But yeah, she has been distant lately, lost in thought, and rarely seen at court. Am I not to her satisfaction? Is she simply busy? Or could she be warming someone else's bed? Well, we're a trusting character. I really don't feel like we would be confronting her or questioning her. I think we would trust that she would never disrespect the sanctity of her marriage. So, yeah, we're a very trusting character. That's just not in our nature to question her. And besides, can we really say anything? Aren't we cheating on her too? Well, I guess we're not. We have somebody trying to woo us. But yeah, I guess we're not actually cheating yet. We've never cheated on her before. We can actually our head to faith for gold. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose we could do this. Why not? Yeah, let's do this. We need money, guys. And got a big chunk of money there. Excellent. That's what I want to see, man. So we still have some stress. We haven't let our character do anything for a while. We could work off some stress here. We'd get sweaty, of course. That'd be one way to do it without it costing us any money. You know, guys, our character is gregarious, and I really feel like he would like to hold a feast. It's been a long time, guys, since we've had a feast, and our character needs it. He needs it. He needs to have a little bit of time to spend with friends and family, and you know, just have a good time. So we still have money left even after doing the feast. Let's go and increase our men-at-arms. Yeah, I think we definitely should do this. So let's go for increasing the... I guess we'll do the bowmen. We'll get them up to 800, and then I suppose we can even do these guys if we have the money. Yeah, we'll do all them all the way up to 800 as well. All right, wonderful. So we'll have a lot more troops now, and we've started the feast. We'll see how that goes. So a laudable effort, and is it already over? Yeah, looks like it's just about already over. So we could take the credit. We're not really the... Yeah, I don't know really the type. Take the credit here. Yeah, we'll just say she deserves all the credit. And we'll gain household efforts, increasing direct vassal opinion. Okay. Oh, and the feast is not over. I thought that was ending it. A disaster strikes. And this is the wine one, which we've seen many times before. We do not have the gold here. So we'll have to say everybody will pitch in. Come on now. And we'll actually gain gold from that. Okay, but we'll lose a little bit of prestige. I'm wondering why we gain money from that. Isn't everybody pitching in to spend on the wine, and thus we spend it? So you'd think we wouldn't gain anything from it. As far as our scheme goes, the success chance has dropped quite a bit, guys. Not entirely sure why. Did we lose an agent? I don't know what happened there. We do still have our spy master set to that. Yeah, we didn't change that. Yeah, the success chance dropped quite a bit. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. We're gonna have to bribe somebody to join to get that up. And he did join, and we failed there, so we'll keep it going again. That gets us an 84% success, 95% chance of secrecy. We could bribe some other people in. I mean, I guess that's not a lot of money to get this guy in. It doesn't increase it a lot. We also have a daughter as well, which we can bribe and give her 50 gold to join. What are the differences here on the success chance? It's not much different here. And we're talking about, what, 18 gold? And we're giving our daughter money? Why not? That makes more sense. Invite her in, get that success chance up a bit higher. I just want it like to be almost a for sure chance of success. So now the feast is over, and with that we gain the trait Eager Reveler. All right, awesome. So I'm surprised we hadn't gained that yet, but that just shows you how little feasting our characters got to do because of the shortage of money. So that'll increase our diplomacy, increase our intrigue as well. All right, lovely. Now, that'll be helpful. We have money. Our spouse is a patron of theologians. That's got us 250 prestige. And what is this about here? All right, we just got a nice little modifier there from our son. All right, so proof of devotion. This is, of course, the woman who's trying to woo us here, trying to romance us. Lord Constance, my graceful lion. Yeah, that's how you win me over. Call me a lion. The Countess is kneeling in the dust before me, right hand above her heart. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love for you? So we can tell her to slay a wolf and bring me its pelt. What is her specialty here? She is a warrior. Yeah, she's a warrior. She's just and fickle and humble. So we can say, slay a wolf and bring me its pelt. We know she has that high martial stat, but not a great prowess. Could instead tell her that the Empress's necklace looks lovely, in which case she would buy us a similar one, and we get some prestige and some attraction opinion, because they bring me something unusual, an exotic orchid, perhaps, in which case that would give us learning and prestige. So what's this one give us again? Diplomacy? No, it's attraction opinion. Okay. Or we say enough, this madness ends now. So yeah, she is attempting to romance us here, and not just seduce us. And so let's see what we'd want her to do here. Now, I think the slay the wolf and bring me its pelt would be the one that would be the most fitting for her stats, though. But what would our character want her to do? Would he want a pelt? Would he want a necklace? Or something unusual? I feel like you could go with any of them, honestly. Yeah, I feel like any of these could work. So let's do the one that I think she'd be best at. She's the warrior. Let's have her bring us a wolf pelt. Okay, so I was trying to get this scheme done here, but yeah, we're still looking at 2 months, guys. Events keep popping up. We're not going to get it done. In fact, we might just have to end this here. And we did just inherit a barony. Where's this? Okay, right here. So yeah, it looks like the baron died. You know, we're just going to go and grant it back to a low noble. And of course, we can grant that duchy to our son right now if we want to, but he already has a duchy. But I guess we are getting that penalty for having too many duchies, so we could grant that out to him. But this would require us to give him the, well, I mean, we don't have to give him the county, but if you don't, then you get that penalty for that. All right, so the duelist returns. Prince Michael has returned from his ventures a stronger man. While he has lost a few duels and angered some more of my vassals, he has also had his fair share of victories and gained valuable experience. Now it might be time to appease Duke Tiberios. Michael could have been gentler with him. So we can say, will you rest now, Michael? And he did get wounded. He did become a blade master. He's got the +6 prowess. He's going to live longer as well. And it looks like him and Duke Tiberios are now going to be rivals. Okay. So our son is a duelist. All right, so yeah, just trying to get to here, guys. Get to this this assassination. I want to see if it ends up being successful. You know what? Actually, let's wait to do that, because if it is successful, then we'll have to arrange a marriage. Because you know, take advantage of the situation here. That's the whole purpose of this, is to take advantage of it and do a marriage to try and keep it within our dynasty. All right, guys. So I'm noticing that we have some money to spend. We could keep on using that to build up our men-at-arms, and I assume that's what we'll do. We could also go hunting as well. That costs a little bit of money. We could use that. We don't need to lose stress, but our character does like to hunt. So we'd always have him go hunting, build the men-at-arms up. A lot of things we could use that money for. One thing I'm noticing is that France has territory in Sicily and North Africa. And looks like they're also expanded into Iberia, kind of make up for the land they lost to the HRE. So France is expanding, and the papacy is expanded into Sardinia. Okay, a lot of things happening around the world. But yeah, we're going to end it here. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which will be on Sunday. So tomorrow, we will have a video tomorrow. So I will see you then, and thanks for watching.